we've already received contact. Squad leader's made his determination. He's going to attack. So this is where all this is going to roll into play right here. All right, keep in mind, we still got Alpha Team online. They're laying down that heavy fire right there. All right, squad leader made his determination. We're going to attack. Now he needs to make sure that Alpha Team knows which way he's going to flank, and also Bravo Team. They're going to be following, but he still wants to tell them, hey, we're flanking left, we're flanking right. So he'll let Alpha Team know it. Alpha Team, we're going to flank left, flank right. All right, in this situation right here, we're going to flank left because we're going to use the most cover concealed route possible. And right here, I got a thick jungle, and over here, I got desert. So I'm going to take the thick jungle route. All right. Also, it's good to use something, anything you can use to mark the objective, and you can see it good enough. Like, if you're on the wind line, there's always going to be some weird-looking, jacked-up tree or whatever you can look at. All right, it might be leaned over a certain way. It might have a piece of flag on it or something like that here at Fort Benning training areas. So you want to use that so when you make your flank, you'll still be able to see that. All right, it's up in the air, it's high, it's a good reference point. So just keep that in mind before you decide to flank. Have something you can reference so you know where you're going to get on line at. All right, so I made my determination. I'm going to flank left. Alpha Team knows now. Bravo Team knows. The squad leader is going to pick him up, and he's going to lead Bravo Team in a file in a bold flanking maneuver. Now, what I mean bold flanking maneuver, what that means is the squad leader is going to take a route that's going to carry him back away from the enemy and away from contact, and then around. That's a bold flank right there. Now, he does this, for one, if you're moving away from the enemy, they're going to lose sight of you. So they're not going to know which way you're going to be coming from. All right, so we'll do our bold flank, moving back, and then around. And we're going to set Bravo Team on line. All right, Bravo Team set. Now from this point right here, they're going to start buddy team bounding across the objective. All right, keep in mind, Alpha Team still laying down that rate of fire. All right, so we're going to bound through buddy team. All right, a rule of thumb when you're moving across somebody's line of fire is you want to make sure their fire is at least 15 degrees off of you. And it's just one of those things you kind of eyeball. All right, so what I mean by 15 degrees, right now, this rifleman's line of fire is moving up there to the enemy. So that's the direction this fire is taking right now. All right, so Bravo Team wants to be 15 degrees off his barrel. So now we buddy team bounded up to this point. Now you're going to call your shift fire. All right? So you're going to sound off shift fire right, which means Alpha Team is going to wait their fire to the right now. So all their fire is going to push farther to the right. All right, which also brings up our 15-degree tolerance in also. Now, there's no set rule about how many shift fires you need to call. You call as many shift fires as you need to. All right, in this situation right here, I'm just going to call it one shift fire. So I call that shift fire out. Bravo Team's going to echo it. I'm going to get confirmation from Alpha Team. They're going to echo it. Once I get that shift fire, now I can bound up Bravo Team up again. So I'll tell them bound. All right, a good way to bound your soldiers up, easiest way to do it, left side bound, right side bound, left side bound, right side bound. It's about the easiest way you can do it right there. All right, so Bravo Team, we're going to take that next bound up. Now keep in mind, the enemy's still taking fire from Bravo Team and Alpha Team if they're still returning fire. All right, obviously if they're dead, there's no need to shoot back at them. All right, so we got that other bound in right there. Now I'm going to call lift fire. Now what lift fire means is Alpha Team is going to stop shooting and they're only going to engage targets of opportunity. All right, you don't want to get confused with ceasefire. Ceasefire is when everybody stops shooting altogether due to some safety violation. All right, so it's important to use that term lift fire. Now, while we're at lift fire status, Bravo Team can still shoot because obviously the direction they're aiming at, nobody's there. So they're not going to hurt anybody except the enemy. right, which is how we want it. So, we already bound it up. We're going to call it lift fire. As lift fire goes up, Alpha team shuts down their guns. All right, keep in mind they can only engage targets of opportunity. From this point, Bravo team is going to continue with bound all the way across the objective. Bravo team is going to move past that objective 35 meters. Now, that 35 meters is significant because it's outside of hand grenade range. All right, so that's where we're going to establish their LOA. All right, also known as limit of advance. All right, LOA has been established. Also, when Bravo team pushes through, any weapons they see by the enemy, they want to reach down, pick them up, and pull them away, at least an arm's length away from them. All right? So bound it through, called out LOA. Everybody in Bravo team is going to call it out. All right, that gives Alpha team the go-ahead. Alpha team is going to pick up, and they're going to assault through the objective at the high rate and establish the other side of our LOA. All right, so once again, Alpha team pushed up, moved through, established the other side of the LOA, which is outside of hand grenade range. Now we've got our perimeter set. All right, without being told, team leaders are going to jump up. They're going to assign sectors of fire to everyone, and they're going to get their lace reports. All right, we'll go over sectors of fire first. All right, well, the team leader picks up. He's going to get his sectors of fire. He wants to start here at the outside, man, and move in. All right, the reason being is this guy right here, he's going to have to turn his gun down this way. Goes the same on both sides. To where you get somewhat of interlocking sectors of fire. All right, it's going to close out your 360 right there. Number two, if he starts here and works his way in, when he stops, he'll be right there by the squad leader. The squad leader's going to be there at the apex. All right, so to make sure that your team leaders understand, they're going to work out and move in. All right, so they just assigned sectors of fire. They closed in our rear security, so now we've got a 360. All right, they're getting their lace reports. Lace reports, you got liquid, ammunition, casualties, and equipment. All right, liquid, you're checking for water. How low are we on water? All right, ammunition. All right, what they need to give their team leader is a number of green magazines. All right, and a green magazine is any magazine that no round's been shot out of. All right, you got casualties. Is anybody hurt? Obviously, when you're doing your lace report and you're a team leader, if you go down that line right there and you're missing a guy, he's probably back laying down somewhere on the objective. All right, so you need to know how many casualties you got, who's up, who's not. All right, and then equipment, sensitive items, you got to check them. All right, it's touchy-feely. You touch it, you see it, you know it's there. All right, it's accountability right there. Team leaders are doing this. There's no command for it. They just get up and they do it automatically. All right, so they get their lace report. They're going to move in, and they're going to give it to the squad leader. All right, squad leader takes that lace report, is going to give up the hire. And then from that point, you're calling your EPW teams, your aid and litter, and demo. All right, once all that's been established, charge has been placed, all right, you're going to start picking your squad up and move them out. We'll give them a set direction to move out on. Alpha team take the lead. We're going to move out in squad wedge, move out at 12 o'clock. All right, and then from that point, squad picks up, moves out, load the charges, continue mission.